Hi everyone, welcome to a fun card making video. Today I'm joining Altenew for a fun video hop. You will be able to see the products from January release in action and win prizes. So check out the info down below in the description. Now for today I'm using this die set, which is small but it is super gorgeous. I'm going to make a card and I'm starting with a color combination which I don't normally go with, more muted colors as you can see, and I'm using Cardstock by Altenew in this lovely new 4 color shades. I did cut out everything and now I absolutely love that there are outlines, so I know exactly where I'm supposed to put everything back into the packaging. And for today I chose to go with no ink blending at all. I normally die cut things from white cardstock and then do some ink blending, or even if I use solid cardstock like I did here, I end up inking the edges to add a little bit of dimension. But I'm going out of my comfort zone for today and I'm not going to touch my ink pads for ink blending, just because I want to showcase the beautiful dies and how they bring everything together without any extra effort. So here you can see you can cut out the inserts, these little pieces from another cardstock if you want, to like for a darker shade, but I decided not to use them at all. And for the top layer of the flower, I'm going to use tiny foam squares. By using the tiny foam squares, once I place that piece on top of the base of the flower, I will end up having natural shading, just because of the dimension. So I'm going to take advantage of that shading and not do any ink blending or use a darker shade of cardstock for the base. And you will see what I mean here. I will try to catch the light for you. You can see all the shadows that naturally come and they give that beautiful dimension. Now for the inside I'm going to use the yellow piece, and it is really forgiving. No matter how you stick it, it's going to look just fine. To stick everything down, I'm using my Nuvo Deluxe liquid glue, and then I am going to repeat the same process for the other flower. It is exactly the same, identical, just cut it out twice. Now for the background, I decided to go with this grey colored cardstock. I think that the flowers pop really beautifully. This is a new color of cardstock by Altenew. It is the Industrial Diamond. By the way, you will find everything that I'm using linked down below, just like always. So I have a panel that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then I'm going to do some stenciling with paste. I'm going to bring in my stamp wheel so that I can grab both the stencil and the paper in place. And then for the stenciling, I'm going to go with paste. I went with the relief paste in the color of Pearl, which is my favorite. I find that it really matches every color combination, no matter which card you are making. And I'm just going to apply it with my spatula on one side of the panel. Now this jar is opened for over 3 months now, and I had no issues at all with that paste drying in the jar, but notice that I kept the aluminum foil at the top, and I also used some press-and seal just to make sure that I don't have any issues with air going inside the jar and drying the product. Now I'm going to peel off the stencil, and you can see the beautiful design, and I need to be patient now and let it dry. Now this is a wet medium on a thin cardstock, so you see it is a little bit wonky. Don't worry at all about that, we are going to fix it in a bit, nothing that your foam tape cannot fix. Now I'm going to play a little bit with the flowers and the leaves. By the way, the paste is now dry. And once I'm happy with the composition, I'm going to go ahead and stick it down. For some of the elements, mainly the leaves, I'm going with glue, so they're going to be stuck flat on my card base. But for the flowers, I decided to use foam squares at the back, so I have a little bit of dimension. And of course, in terms of composition, there is no right or wrong. You can go with even more flowers if you want to make the cluster fuller. You can add even more leaves. You can just play around, and you can definitely play with colors and have different color flowers, even if they are the same shape. Now here I'm adding some splatters, and for that I'm using my metallic watercolor palette by Altenew, and the color matches perfectly. It's a pearlescent one that matches perfectly with the paste. Now all I need to do is to add a sentiment on top of my card base. For that I went with one stamp set from a previous release that says just saying hi, and I do have the die for that sentiment, so I'm going to cut it out and place it on top of my card, just next to my cluster. I cut off 1/4 of an inch from both sides to make this panel slightly smaller. And remember, this panel is kind of wonky, just because we used that paste there. But nothing your foam tape cannot fix. I'm going to turn it around and place foam tape all over the bag, which is going to make it flat, and it's going to lay completely flat on top of my card base. My card base is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 side folded card, and it is nice and thick, so it's going to hold that wonky panel with no issues at all. So that is the card for today, and I absolutely love the color combination as well as the mixed media vibe that it has. Here are some close-up photos where you can see all the details better. Links to everything I used can be found down below, as well as a link to the next stop on the video hop. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope that you had fun and that you got inspired.